Hi there. This is Dr. John Whitcomb talking about how to lower your uric acid all by yourself. We learned last week that uric acid is now really much considered to be front and central to making metabolic syndrome occur or worse. And if you ask the question, why does that happen? And you can sort of say, well, teleologically, let's go and think about what's happening when you get fructose, because we know that too much fructose in your diet probably is what raises your uric acid. In fruit season, fruit is about 6% fruit. And if you look at orangutans, they go for 8 months, 9 months of the year eating 15 pounds of green leaves a day, which are fermented to ketones in their gut. But they don't seem very enthusiastic about that diet. And fruit season comes around. They drop those green leaves, eat nothing but fruit, and they gain 40 pounds. Well, they're eating a lot of fructose, and fructose is being turned into uric acid, and uric acid helps push the needle from calorie burning to calorie storing. And then that gives the balance that the orangutans need to get through the subsequent 8 to 9 months of relative deprivation of fruit and only boring green leaves. Okay, so we know fruit is front and central and fructose is front and central. What's happened in America in the last 100 years is our consumption of fructose has skyrocketed. And we are now eating between 10 and 20% of our calories from fructose. Huge increase. If you drink a big gulp, a 16-ounce fully sugared soda, your uric acid will go up about 2 points. So the first thing you can do to cut down on your own uric acid is to stop the fructose, particularly the sugared sodas like with high fructose corn syrup in it. But there's other things you can do. You can lower it on your own. You can, first of all, look at 80% of your packaged foods have sugar added to them. And if you type in Google the 50 names for sugar, sort of like Paul Simon's song, with 50 names to meet your lover, you can find all the other names of really are sugar, but manufacturers use all these other names so they don't have to list high fructose corn syrup as number 1. And by making 4 different sources of sugar, they can list it as 3, 4, and 5, and you don't recognize that what you're eating or drinking is mostly sugar. Okay, so learn the 50 names. But there are some supplements you can take that actually quite dramatically lower your uric acid as well. Quercetin, for example, 500 milligrams a day, wonderful. Luteolin, which is an old yellow dye, is a nice supplement that works. But vitamin C is probably the star. 500 milligrams of vitamin C might lower your uric acid as much as 30-40%. That's pretty cool. Fish oil probably helps. Cherry juice probably helps. The cherry juice is fruit juice, but cherries. All of those supplements probably help. What works for me? I got sick and tired of too many pills, and I stopped vitamin C a couple months ago, but I bought an online kit for uric acid. I got 25 tests for $35, and I came back at 3.8. Good. We want men, 4.8. We want men to be below 5, women to be below 4. So you could get yourself an online kit and do your own finger stick and measure your uric acid. And then you can modulate it dramatically. And maybe some extra vitamin C would be the first thing you do. Dr. John Whitcomb for News and Nutrition. You should know your uric acid and you should get it lower.